What was that? Where's that voice?
This is the story of a young girl. A girl
I know this place. I've been here before. This is the ancient stone city amidst the jungle. Oh, sweet Jesus. Okay, ignore him. Just ignore him. He's not gonna hurt you. Just keep going. This constellation. Where am I? This is not the Earth.
Kan Vector Yagna Yith. In other words, find a statuette and save my race.
The statuette! Here it is.
Began shortly after a period in 1956 when she'd completely lost consciousness.
Reverend Charlton was adamant that I bring this cross to college. Rhythm and blues is definitely my kind of music. This photo was taken during my amnesia. I don't remember anything about it. Julian, Beatrice, Herbie, and I, we're always together. This scary fellow that haunts me in my dreams is a Dimetrodon. Uncle Mo showed me a trick or two when I would help him in the motor shop. Tinkering with gadgets always puts me at ease. I couldn't leave my science fiction book collection in Benoit. I've searched every astronomy book. When I saw this picture, I couldn't believe it. It's the same statuette I always... Oh, here it is. Evie's Nightmare Journal.
Evie was worried that someone might read it. That's why she kept it locked away under that complicated padlock.
Thank good. I've always been a good student. During my amnesia period, I almost... Yes,
Is this... are you Evangeline Drayton?
that's right. Who am I talking to?
I am the Dean of Archaeology at Miskatonic University. I believe you wanted to ask me some questions, right?
Yes. Yes, of course. It's a pleasure to finally meet you, Professor
Meet me today at 6 p.m. at 5 Prospect Road, outside of Boston.
Boston? That's almost a 2-hour train ride from Arkham. I thought
Do you want to talk or not?
Yes, of course. I'll be there. See you in a couple of hours, Professor. All right, I should get ready. There's a lot of information here about my strange dreams and my amnesia. I'd better go through it again before I leave. I don't want to miss any questions when I talk to the professor. The Hydrangea Foundation took care of the insurance payout for Dad's accident. I had scholarships to attend several black colleges in the South, but it was the Foundation's money that allowed me to cover the tuition here at Miskatonic. Rhythm and blues is definitely my kind of music.
Before leaving, Evie asked herself if she had finished gathering all the information in her room.
All right, I think I've gathered what I need.
As odd as it seemed to Evie that the Dean didn't meet her at the university, her need to know was stronger than she was determined to attend the meeting. There, she would come across.
So, you have finally decided to talk to...
Yes.
Acknowledging responsibility for...
Listen, there's no need for us to talk, Doctor. The only reason I let you into my house...
This is also the story of a sad guilt. This is the story of my husband, Professor Harry Everhart.
Yes, I know well enough that... But you need to...
Then...
Fine. What about your position as...
I didn't say that.
Well, you told me you practically live secluded in this very...
I do what they pay me for. Teaching, student assessment, and... what kind of...
Well,
I am not.
there's another topic.
You're going to...
Okay.
She died at home after a long disease.
Harry hated giving details about my death. Especially...
I see.
What's my wife got to do with all this?
You see, the reason I'm asking, Professor, is because when we began visions, you mentioned those visions began shortly after. So, jump.
No, not since I started.
Harry had tried everything, and none... But he kept it...
Listen, there is...
Don't even think of...
Professor, with all due...
You won't give me...
I'm deeply...
Then go ahead.
I need you to relax and free your mind. And think of something pleasant. A fond memory, if you will. Something that took place here, in the Everhart Manor.
A fond memory? In this place?
It wasn't easy for Harry to find a fond memory in this...
Maybe.
Maybe.
December 1930. She insisted on coming. Despite... Every time I gave her a present.
As you may have noticed, this story has more than one protagonist. And though I am not one of them, I believe I... Can I open...
Not yet. We're almost... Now. Of course, old pal. Now, if you want... Well, technically, that's a good...
Do you remember when we slow danced to Dear Old Pal of Mine?
The end of the Great War Party and our first kiss. How could I forget?
Oh, look at your...
Wait. There's something wrong in this memory. This wasn't...
Ignore it. Focus on that moment. Your wife. That happy memory.
I'm seeing those oily shadows in here. Why am I seeing those shadows?
Focus, Professor. Keep remembering.
Tell me you didn't vandalize a piano just for a scavenger hunt, old pal.
Nora, this darkness. Everhart Manor. My house is not...
Professor, don't drift off. Keep going.
I wonder what my darling husband is keeping locked up in here.
You'll have to put that brain of yours to work to find it.
Do you remember when...
The end of the Great...
can't believe it! It's that statuette! And it even has a black ooze orb. Just what I wanted for Christmas.
No. Wait. What do you mean a statuette? Don't touch it, Nora!
Keep going.
You.
Shortly after Harry's peculiar hypnosis session, Evie finally arrived at Everhart Manor.
Prospect Road 5. Here it is. Professor Everhart. It's me, Evangeline. Wait. What is going on here? Professor? Is everything all right?
Most people would have turned away and left, but not Evangeline Drayton. She had been waiting for months to talk with the professor. No way was she letting it slip away. So, she decided to climb over the walls of the Everhart Manor.
Ugh. This looks like something straight out of Tales from the Crypt. Hey, that window is open. Professor Everhart. It's me, Evangeline. It appears the Everharts have been quite well off for generations. Or so they used to be. The Everhart children. Harrison, Madeline, Richard, and Donna. That must be Elizabeth Everhart. She looks sad. This fellow really looks... The Everhart children. That must be Elizabeth Everhart. This fellow really looks like the professor. But it's not him. Wow, look at the size of this library. It's almost as big as Miskatonic's.
Actually, it wasn't even a third the size of Miskatonic's library. But young people can...
What on earth happened here? Troubling absences in my memory. It's exactly how I felt during those 3 months of 1956. Good thing the skull is fake. Rich people definitely had weird ways of entertaining themselves.
But it wasn't mere entertainment. Harry's mother's life had long been shaped by tragedy, and she had become obsessed with the afterlife.
Dyer was my applied geophysics professor. He was very strict. Strange character. I wish this fireplace was lit. It's bone-chilling cold in here. This must be the professor's office. Someone lit the fireplace. But this room is still cold. Greenhouse. And the mausoleum. Wow. The professor served in U.S. intelligence during the war. Nora and Harry? The key. Professor had another appointment today. With a therapist. Despite his tone, this Bowen fella doesn't seem particularly friendly. Despite his tone, Professor Everhart doesn't look so intimidating in that portrait. Books in different languages. Spanish, Italian, German, Latin. Looks like one is missing. Astrology is the most utterly stupid thing I've ever come across. A lapel pin with a rather peculiar emblem. Now it's open. A ripped canvas. Can't see a thing in here. Better turn my flashlight on. Ah, much better. Looks like the professor's father was involved in politics. Wow, this room is really depressing. Someone has ripped the canvas. There's a Latin inscription in its frame. Providere debemus. Driver's license of a certain Manuel Silk. Looks like a memorial of some kind, dedicated. Under different circumstances, I might have found this song beautiful, but at the moment, it sends a shiver down my spine.
Evie's last remarkable trait was her extraordinary memory, a gift I was never blessed with. So allow me, the narrator of this tale, to be the one taking notes. For the sake of clarity, of course.
So Professor Everhart set on an expedition to the Pacific. I never pictured him as an adventurer. Such odd totems. Are these fishes? That expedition must have been quite important for him.
Oh, it had certainly been important to him, and to the other expedition members.
Torn canvas. The frame reads, Sed Futura. There are a lot of pictures of that fireplace. Wink. Good heavens above, would you look at the size of this place? This vase-like thing with a face engraved on it can be rotated. What kind of madhouse does the professor live in? Careful. The stone staircase is slippery. No use. It's locked. What kind of a door is this? It doesn't even have a lock. Just some symbols. Hidden room? Gosh, this is so beautiful. Such a graceful and elegant woman.
Evie certainly had a keen eye for beauty.
It's raining cats and dogs here. Oh dear. Dead child. In loving memory of our firstborn son, John Everhart Jr. Father, husband, and servant of the people. This one found her path in the shadow of mourning? Maybe this guy was in the army? That's from the Bible. Psalm 1, verse 1. This person must have been quite devout.
Harry rarely spoke of his brother John, mostly because he had never known him. The boy had died years before Harry was born. Still, he believed that tragic incident had played a critical...
Excellent! The professor really seems to be interested in botany. It appears to be a Spanish... More gardening tools. Graceful and elegant woman.
Evie certainly had a keen eye for beauty.
professor really seems to be interested in botany. More gardening tools. Loving memory of our firstborn son. Oh dear. A dead child. This is simply heartbreaking. The inscription on the frame reads, Praeterita Mutare. These tools haven't been used in a long time. That explains why the garden was an absolute mess. Someone has ripped the canvas. There's a Latin inscription in its frame. Providere debemus. Such odd totems. Are these fishes? Torn canvas. The frame reads, Sed Futura. Goodness gracious. Someone hired some goons to kill the professor. Goodness gracious. There are a lot of pictures of that fireplace. Oily shadows. The ripped canvas. The man's definitely a dead ringer for the professor. Dyer was my applied geophysics professor. He was very strict. Strange character. Someone lit the fireplace, but this room is still cold. Dyer was my applied geophysics professor. He was very strict. Strange character. Is this young man Professor Everhart? Does look like him. There's something written in Latin on his frame. Non possumus. Secret compartment?
Evie had never been good with languages, least of all a dead one like Latin. Even so, she managed to grasp the general meaning of the phrase. We can't change the past, but we must
Looks like a music box of some sort. Unbelievable. There's some kind of secret compartment in the fireplace. Feels like a mystery novel. It doesn't make any sound. Maybe it's broken. definitely like a mystery novel. Ooh, I guess I need to go see what's down there. Professor! The statuette's broken. And the sphere. Shattered to pieces. Professor! Professor! What happened? He's knocked out cold. I wonder if I...
No! Don't touch it! Don't touch it.
Introductions between strangers are always a bit awkward. But in Evie...
How...
Considering I was assaulted,
Evie didn't know where to start.
I know who you are, Miss Drayton.
Evie was taken aback.
I suppose you have some...
What is...
You...
No.
Good.
Harry thought of telling her the orb but he chose not to.
A very...
I read in a Herald article...
Yes.
It was led by a professor from
Nathaniel Wingate Peasley.
Yes, Peasley.
No.
Who's
For the robbery?
Who?
My psychiatrist. Or so I...
Statuette?
Yes.
Evie felt frustrated, and on that very day...
I thought the statue...
Yes, well, I brought it...
Harry couldn't come up.
Dangerous?
Worse than that.
But they're...
I
Are
really...
you sure? I've seen...
What are you talking...
Dreams about strange and...
My dreams. So, I've long dreamed of a place. And there are more statuettes.
Miss Drayton,
So, if Peasley found that statuette in Virginia...
listen to me.
Maybe in those caves...
Enough of that! How could you be such a fool? Haven't you listened to... Don't you ever...
Professor, you can't...
Of course I'm...
Would you... Look, I don't know who you think you're talking... And what have I done to you to be so mad at me anyway? Because you can talk to me till you're blue in the face, but you're not going to forbid me from going in...
It had been years since anyone... And for the first time in a long time...
That fireplace can be opened from the inside, Miss...
Oh, well...
But even so, I owe...
All right.
You're complete...
Yes.
You're right. I can't stop you from going to Virginia.
Well, I don't think there's a regular...
No, there is... I'll take care of all the expenses. Don't worry. All I ask in return, we'll look...
Yes.
Harry... But he... Which...
Here we are, the Rappahannock River Caves.
But this place is closed off.
It is indeed. Apparently one of the excavation members died in there. An archaeologist named John Teague. That's why the government shut down the dig shortly after the statuette was found.
Wait, so what we're doing here is illegal?
If I told you that we were trespassing, would that stop you from going in, Miss Drayton?
Nah, not really.
Then go ahead, please. Here, take one. We'll use these to stay in touch. Apparently, the cave branches off into countless tunnels, forming a maze where it's easy to get lost. So watch your step, because the... Evangeline! Miss Drayton.
Yeah.
Follow the excavation trail.